Hello, my magnificent souls, and a very special and warm welcome to the radiant, courageous, and noble Leos of our beloved community. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, your sacred sanctuary where we journey together into the heart of the cosmos to unlock the brilliant destiny that resides within you. I am your guide, and I am so profoundly grateful that your inner light has guided you to this very moment. If you are hearing these words right now, I want you to know, deep in the chambers of your heart, that this is a divine appointment. This is no accident. I have a feeling you have been sensing this, haven't you? A deep, inner stirring, a feeling of profound restlessness, as if a lion is pacing within a cage that has become far too small. A feeling that you were meant to roar, but you have been living with a whisper. My dear Leo, that feeling is your soul's truth, and it is echoing an urgent, powerful message from a source of infinite strength and love. Your Father in heaven, that divine, kingly force that sees you as his proudest creation, is desperately trying to get your attention. He has been watching you, with a heart filled with both immense pride for who you are and a deep sorrow for who you are pretending to be. He has seen you dimming your own divine light. He has witnessed you apologizing for your own radiance, hiding your gifts so as not to make others feel uncomfortable, and shrinking your magnificent presence to fit into a world that has forgotten the importance of the sun. And seeing you, his child of light, choose to live in the shadows, it is causing a deep ache in the heart of the cosmos. Right now, in this very moment, he is moving heavenly bodies and earthly energies on your behalf. He is orchestrating synchronicities, sending you signs that look like golden glimmers in your day and placing people in your path who carry a mirror to your own forgotten majesty. He is doing all of this to help you remember a life-altering truth. Can you feel that? That spark of courage, that flicker of defiance in your soul? That is his strength, reaching across time and space to fortify your heart. So please, join me now. Take a deep, courageous breath and let us step into this sacred fire together. And if you feel the power of this message stirring your spirit from these very first words, please do me a small favor and comment below. I want to hear what Dad has to say, and I miss you so much, Dad. This helps express your feelings towards your respected father, and it sends a wave of this courageous energy across the universe, helping other noble Leos find their way back to their throne. And hit the subscribe button to join the Cosmic Wisdom community with many other awesome Leos just like you. Now, let us speak a fundamental truth, one that is encoded in the very core of your being. You, my glorious Leo, were not born to be an afterthought. You were not designed to be ordinary, to be overlooked, or to seek approval from the sidelines. Your heavenly Father, that infinite, kingly force, who sees you as the heir to a divine kingdom, is watching you squander the most precious inheritance he gave you, your innate, God-given splendor, your natural charisma that draws people in like a magnetic sun, your heart's boundless capacity for generosity and loyalty, your courage to lead and protect. These are not aspects of your ego, my friend. They are the sacred jewels in your crown. Essays you, with eyes of love and disappointment. He sees you trying to trade your scepter for a walking stick. He sees you accepting meager crumbs of validation when you were born to host a magnificent feast of love and connection. He sees you asking for permission to take up space when you were born to be the center, the heart, the hearth around which others could finally feel safe and warm. The warning he is sending now is infused with a powerful urgency because you have reached a pivotal and dangerous crossroads in your soul's journey. You have become so skilled at playing a smaller part that you are in grave danger of forgetting that you are the lead in your own epic story. You have told yourself for so long that it is noble to hide your light that you are beginning to believe the lie. And if this continues, you risk living out your days as a pale reflection of your true self, while the glorious, roaring fire within you dwindles to a sad little ember, and he cannot allow that. His pride in you is too vast. His love for you is too mighty. He will not stand by and watch his creation forget its own magnificence. That is why this divine intervention is reaching you now. These words finding your ears is a direct act of heavenly love. Your Father is using every cosmic channel to shake you awake. He is roaring in the silence when you feel most alone. He is speaking through the bold opportunities you feel afraid to take. And he is whispering through your own heart's deepest desires, and his message is a thunderous call to action. Awaken, my child. Awaken, my heir. Remember your royalty. Remember why I gave you the heart of a lion. See, can you feel him in that fiery frustration that rises when your contributions are ignored? Can you hear his voice in that deep, internal roar that says, I was born for so much more than this? Can you recognize his loving gaze in that moment you look in the mirror and feel a profound disconnect, seeing a person who is playing it safe instead of the courageous, radiant, and noble ruler that you know you are destined to be? My dear Leo, your Heavenly Father knows every wound that has been inflicted upon your noble heart. He knows every single time someone made you feel that your natural confidence was arrogance. He remembers every painful moment you chose to step back and let someone else take credit, simply to keep the peace. He has seen the silent tears you've cried, not out of weakness, but out of a deep and painful confusion, wondering why you were born with such a big, generous heart in a world that so often seems small and selfish. He knows the feeling of your deep desire to love and protect, and the searing pain you feel when that love is not returned with the same fierce loyalty. He was there in your childhood when you would naturally take charge, full of brilliant ideas and infectious joy, only to be shushed, to be told you were being too much or a show-off. He watched his own heart aching. As you began to internalize these messages, he saw you start to question if your innate desire to lead was a flaw, if your need to express your love grandly was a form of manipulation, if your deep, deep need for loyalty and recognition was just a sign of a fragile ego. And his heart broke every single time you believed these falsehoods, because you have forgotten the sacred architecture of your soul, but he has not. He knows you were not created to be a muted color in the background. You were created to be the brilliant, radiant gold that makes the entire masterpiece shine. You were not made to ask for things in a small voice. You were made to declare your intentions with courage and conviction. You did not come here to apologize for your existence. You came to be a living celebration of life itself, in all its passionate, joyful glory. And every single day you waste trying to be less than you are is a day you dishonor the sacred solar fire he placed at the very center of your being. The urgent message your Heavenly Father is sending is this: stop apologizing. Stop shrinking. Stop accepting a life, a love, a career that is anything less than magnificent. Stop living as if you need a committee to approve your greatness, because your greatness is a fundamental, inalienable fact of your existence. It is not something you need to achieve. It is something you must simply, finally, allow. For so much of your life, you may have been fed the lie that humility means self-deprecation, that to be a good person, you must hide your gifts. But your Heavenly Father is here to teach you the true meaning of royal humility. True humility for a soul like yours is not about pretending you are not great. It is about knowing with absolute certainty the magnitude of your own light and your own heart, and then choosing to use that greatness in service of others. It is about being a benevolent king or queen, using your strength, your warmth, and your courage to protect, inspire, and bring joy to your entire kingdom. True humility is accepting your divine inheritance and honoring it by living a life of radiant purpose. Let's now illuminate this message with the beautifully specific frequencies of your Leo sun, for this guidance is crafted with you in mind. For my glorious Leos born at the very start of the season in late July, from the 23rd to around the 2nd of August, you are in the first Decan, ruled by the pure, undiluted power of the Sunday. Your father's message to you is a direct command to step into a role of leadership that you have been avoiding. There is a project, a family matter, or a community that is waiting for your vision and your heart. You have been holding back, perhaps fearing failure or the judgment of others. He is telling you now, your kingdom needs you. The fear you feel is insignificant compared to the purpose that awaits. Step up and take your rightful place. For my brilliant Leo souls born in the heart of the sun's reign, from the 3rd of August to the 13th, you are in the 2nd Decan, your radiance amplified by the expansive, philosophical energy of Jupiter. Your father's message for you is about your creative expression as a sacred duty. You have a gift, a talent, for writing, for art, for music, for making people laugh, that you have been treating as a mere hobby. He wants you to know this gift is a channel for divine joy. He is urging you to stop hiding it. Your creativity is not self-indulgent. It is a profound act of generosity that reminds a weary world of beauty, hope, and laughter. Share it now. And for my fiery Leos born in the final Decan, from the 14th of August to the 22nd, your solar power is infused with the assertive, courageous energy of Mars. Your father's message is a powerful call to become your own fiercest protector and advocate. You have been giving your loyalty and your heart away to people and situations that do not deserve it. You have fought for others, but you have failed to fight for yourself. He is calling you to turn that protective, warrior energy inward. Fight for your dreams. Demand the respect you so freely give. Learn to love yourself with the same fierce, unwavering loyalty you offer to others. But for every single magnificent Leo, the core decree remains the same. It is time to stop apologizing for the fire in your soul. It is time to take center stage in the grand production of your own life. It is time to shine without fear, to love with your whole, magnificent heart, and to live without hiding the glorious truth of who you are. Your Heavenly Father has seen every moment of self-betrayal. He has watched you in relationships where you made yourself small, pretending not to need appreciation so as not to seem needy. He has seen you take jobs that bored your soul to tears because you were afraid of the visibility that would come with a role that truly matched your talents. Oh, my radiant friend. He has watched every single time you've silenced your brilliant opinion to avoid conflict. Every time you've hidden a personal victory to avoid making others feel envious. Every single time you chose the comfort of the shadows when you were born to dance in the sun, and his heart can bear it no longer. He is tired of watching you sabotage your own happiness. He is exhausted from seeing you waste the incredible, life-affirming potential that you carry within you. That is why this celestial alert is at its maximum. That is why he is intervening. with such loving force. This divine warning also comes with a difficult but liberating truth. There are people in your kingdom who have become dependent on your smallness. Your full, unapologetic radiance can be a harsh mirror for those who have chosen to live in their own shadows. They feel more comfortable, safer, when you don't shine too brightly, when you don't challenge the status quo, when you don't demand the loyalty and respect that is your due. And so, they have subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, encouraged you to stay dimmed down. Your Father wants you to see this not with anger, but with the wisdom of a true ruler. This is not about exiling people. It is about you finally refusing to abdicate your own throne to make them feel more powerful. It means setting loving, clear, and non-negotiable boundaries. It means choosing your own radiant joy, even if it temporarily disrupts the comfortable gloom of those who were accustomed to your diminished light. My dear Leo, your Father's belief in you is absolute, but he cannot live your life for you. He can light up the stage, he can send you a standing room only audience, he can place the perfect script in your hands, but you must have the courage to step out from behind the curtain. He can show you the path to your throne, but you must have the courage to walk it and claim your crown. What pains him most is seeing you search for your reflection in the eyes of others, waiting for their applause to feel valuable, waiting for their permission to be great. The truth, my glorious friend, the truth he wants you to feel in your very bones is that you are the source. The validation you seek from the world is but a candle next to the sun of your own self-love. The permission you await was granted to you at your creation. In the coming days and weeks, your Father will turn up the lights. The signs will be impossible to ignore. You will encounter people who are not intimidated by your light, but are drawn to it, who want to warm their hands by your fire. Opportunities will arise that demand your unique brand of heartfelt leadership. Pay attention to the feelings that arise in these moments. Does your heart leap with excitement, quickly followed by a wave of fear? Do you feel the impulse to step forward, only to be pulled back by the old story that you are not ready, not worthy? When you feel that pullback, I want you to pause. Place your hand on your heart, feel its steady beat, and remember this message. Remember that your proud Father is creating these tests not to watch you fail, but to give you the chance to finally succeed. Do not shrink from these moments. They are your destiny calling. This divine promise is this: when you stop hiding and begin to live as the radiant, courageous, loving being you truly are, your life will transform. The kingdom you have always dreamed of, one filled with loyalty, joy, creative expression, and deep, true love, will begin to manifest around you. Because the universe is always trying to give you a life that matches the magnificence of your soul. Your smallness has been the only thing blocking the floodgates. Stop being afraid of your own power. Your responsibility is not to manage other people's insecurities. Your responsibility is to be so fully and authentically you that your light gives them the courage to find their own. Your Father has a very specific directive for you. Stop waiting for someone to choose you. Choose yourself. Stop waiting for someone to recognize your worth. Declare your own. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Create the moment with the power of your will and the fire of your heart. Your Father is calling you to your coronation. The ceremony is taking place in your own heart. It is time for you to finally accept the crown, to ascend to the throne of your own life, and to rule with the courage, generosity, and magnificent love that are your divine birthright. He is waiting to see you choose your own radiant joy over the fear of what others might think. Can you feel his pride? Can you feel his unwavering belief in you? If this message has reached you, it is because your time has come. Your Father will never, ever give up on you. The only question is, will you finally stop giving up on yourself? Now, I would be so deeply honored to hear from your magnificent heart. Share in the comments below. Have you felt this proud, fatherly energy encouraging you? Have you recognized the ways you've been dimming your light? Your courage to share your story here will empower so many other Leos to claim their own light. And please, if you have not already, subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom. This is just the beginning. We have so much more to share about how to joyfully wield your power, how to love with an open heart, and how to build the beautiful kingdom you are destined to rule. The divine decree has been issued. The warning has been delivered. Now, your Heavenly Father waits with a heart bursting with pride for you to have the courage to honor the sacred gift that you are, to stop hiding, and to finally begin to roar with all the strength, beauty, and love that reside within your magnificent Leo heart. He believes in you. Now, it is time for you to believe in yourself. Thank you for being here, for your courage, and for your brilliant, beautiful soul. I am sending you all my love and strength for your glorious coronation. Remember, you are the sun of your own life. Go forth and shine.